Alright, hey, what's going on, everybody? FuntageryBM here, back with another video, and first things first, I just wanted to say that I did play a little bit last night. Today is currently Saturday at 8 in the morning. I've been up since about 6 recording and trying to get some content for this video. So I have already played a little bit, not too much, just a few games last night, just to test it out a little bit, get the feel for the game. Second thing is the first game you're gonna see is on the core mosh pit. It was domination on satellite, I believe the map was called. It's that deserty map. But I mean, this whole video is just basically gonna be basically not a live commentary, but just a first impressions video. So first impressions so far is I'm having a lot of fun, honestly. Although it is just an alpha, so you'll have to bear with it for a while, honestly, because I have noticed a few problems already, just a few, like, weird glitches or bugs, whatever you want to call them. Like, for example, people won't even be necessarily looking at you. Like, it'll look like they're looking straight ahead, but their gun is pointed at you, and they'll be shooting you, so you don't really think that they're shooting you. It's weird, but also I have experienced some jankiness with, like, running around. Sprinting has been a little weird. But besides that, I mean, I have really nothing but good to say. You know, Treyarch strikes again. I was hoping they wouldn't mess it up, and so far I'm having way more fun than I would have ever imagined. So domination has strayed away, as you see, from its traditional little capture the flag kind of esque deal where it's just the flag and a little control point. Instead, now it's like a bigger square control point, kind of like a hard point in a sense. And I mean, it seems a lot cooler. You know, you have more space to capture points, which is really cool to me, in my opinion. I think it's a neat little feature, just something a little small. Another thing that I wanted to mention is also, it is early in the morning, like I said, so you'll have to excuse the morning voice. One of my favorite things about this game so far has been the footsteps. Footsteps are phenomenal in this game. It's not like Warzone or anything where you think they're close and they might be a ways away. You can tell when people are up above or below you. You can tell if they're left, right. You could really, the footsteps are really good in this game, honestly. Like, really good. Also, at the beginning of this recording, I didn't join in late. I was popping off and I was excited. And then I looked over and I realized, hey, idiot, you forgot to press the record button. So you'll have to bear with that. So the first game, like I said, just traditional core 6v6 on the Mosh Pit playlist. So far in the alpha, I think there is 3 maps on the core playlist, which is Satellite, which is the one you're seeing now. You have Miami, which is kind of like a downtown Miami look, I guess. And then Moscow, which is pretty much just Moscow. So the maps, I really have enjoyed the layout, but I have gotten so used to the past year being able to just bash in doors everywhere I go. But unfortunately, that is not a feature this year. I don't know if I'll ever, you know, grow back to that style of play without being able to headbutt doors all over the place. But I mean, I think so far my favorite map has been Miami. It's just got all sorts of beautiful colors, and like, you got all the vibrancy of the downtown Miami or wherever it is. So the layout of it's really confusing at sometimes. Like, you'll see me stutter around the map, especially when I have the RCXD. I don't know if it's already happened. I'm not watching over it as I do this, but especially the scene on this video, I run an RCXD and I can't seem to find my way around the map for some reason. I've been running around it for a while, but it does get a little confusing. It's kind of easy to get lost. Besides that, radar, it's pretty good. I did notice that it has some minor glitches when it comes to, like, telling you if the enemies are located above or below you, with the little indicator showing up and down. Besides that, it's been really nice. Also, the other mode we play in the other half of this video will be the, what's it called? Combined Arms, I think it's called, where you, it's a 12v12 mode, and it's almost more like a Battlefield scale kind of game. It's bigger domination. It's more like a ground war, I guess you could say, in COD standards. You'll have to excuse all the ums, like I said. Also, you know, guns have been really easy to use. I've been personally rocking mostly the M4 and MP5 just because that's what I've been using the past year on Call of Duty or on Modern Warfare, because that was the meta. I'm not sure if that's going to be the meta this year. I know for sure some people have been using the AK-74U. Well, most people are, because that is what's seeming to be the meta right now, but I have a feeling it's going to get nerfed with more SMG-like features where you can't just laser people across the map with a little SMG. But I mean, they're all still really fun guns. I tried sniping later on in the Combined Arms game mode. It didn't go over as accordingly as I would have liked, but you know, I still got to get used to the game, got to learn the maps. In this video, it is the very first time I played the Combined Arms, so you have to bear with me. It wasn't very good gameplay, but you know, I just figured I'd get you this and, you know, do this little first impressions. So also, you know, you got the what's it called? Gunsmith with all sorts of options. So let's see, you know, you got your instead of having the old like minus ADS speed or whatever, you actually see the percentage of what it affects. It tells you the percentage of everything it's gonna damage or increase. So like a maybe in a muzzle brake 5.56 will increase 10% of your vertical recoil damage. So it goes into a lot more specifics. Another example, agency suppressor on the XM4, plus 5% vertical recoil damage, plus no minimap signature when firing. Then the cons of it would be minus 15% muzzle velocity, minus 15% effective damage range, and minus 5% horizontal recoil control. So, you know, you actually get to see what it's doing, and it puts it in a little bit of a better perspective. All the perks are really cool. The way it's set up, you get a wild card again, like old school. Well, not really old school, but you know, kind of like older Black Ops games. It did switch back to the primary, you know, the usual ARs, SMG, tactical rifles, LMGs, and snipers, while the secondaries have pistols, shotguns, and launchers. So yes, the shotguns have returned as secondaries once again. So far in the alpha build, we have in the ARs, we have XM4, Krig 6, AK-47. SMGs consist of MP5, Type 821, AK-74U. Tactical rifles, we have the M16 and Type 63. LMGs, we have RPD and the Stoner 63. And sniper rifles, LW3, Tundra, and the Pellington 703. While the secondaries, we have the pistols coming in with a 1911 Diamatti, which is probably just like a like the M93 Raffica or the Renetti in Modern Warfare, the most recent Modern Warfare. I haven't played around with too much of them yet, but I will continue to break them all down and figure out what's, you know, what I think is the best to use. We will get into more detail of the guns in another video coming maybe later this week. I'm going to be grinding this out, so just stay tuned if you haven't already. This is like a halftime. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe so you know, well, I guess subscribe with your notification bells on so you know when the next video goes live. Then the shotguns, again, we have the Howard 77 and the Spaz 12, or in this game it's called the Gallo SA 12. And then the launchers, all we have in the alpha build is the Sigma 2, which is kind of like the Pila as far as I'm aware, or the Javelin maybe. So those are all the guns we have. As far as tacticals, we have a stun grenade and smoke grenade. I haven't really been using the smoke grenade, mostly just stuns. Lethals, we have frags and C4s. That's it that we have for now. Field upgrades, you have field upgrades are basically just like your dead silence, blah 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 from Modern Warfare, but instead in this game, dead silence is back as a perk, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But the field upgrades in this game, you have a proximity mine, SAM turret, jammer, and field mic. And then perks again, like I said, perk 1s will have a engineer, which will detect enemy equipment and score streaks through walls. Tactical mass, which gives you max resistance to flashbang and stun damage, immune to gas. Take less damage from enemy explosives and Molotov fires, which will be flak jacket. Then moving over to perk 2, we have scavenger, which obviously, you know, we're used to that. Well, I guess we're pretty much used to most of these, but scavenger, obviously, once you kill somebody, you can pick up their weapon or their ammo for your weapon, so you don't have to go around picking up a new gun every time you run out of ammo. Quartermaster will let you recharge your equipment, so, you know, if you throw a C4, then 25 seconds later, you'll have it back after you use it. Tracker, again, just like Modern Warfare, you get to see the imprint of enemy footsteps running around the map. You can aim at it to reveal it to your teammates' map, actually. And then perk 3, you have the option of cold-blooded, which, you know, undetectable by score streaks. They won't target you. You won't show up on a thermal scope. Ghost, obviously, you know, won't be detected by spy planes. I guess it says undetectable by enemy spy planes whenever you are moving, planting, or defusing bombs, or controlling score streaks. So it looks like if you're just camping, it'll still show you on the map, which is really cool. Ninja will be your dead silence, so you'll sprint more quietly and resistant to field mics. And then the wild cards that we have so far is Danger Close, which you equip in extra lethal and tactical equipment and start with max ammo. Lawbreaker, which will equip any weapon in either slot and equip any perks, so that's basically your overkill, basically. Gunfighter, which will be unlocks 3 additional attachment slots for your primary weapon, so basically what was that, back in Black Ops 3 or whatever it was, the gun greed or whatever it was. I don't even remember what it was. Either way, we have perk greed as well, which will equip 3 extra perks, so you can run 2 perks per perk section. So perk 1 you could have 2, so you could run, like, for example, tactical mask and flak jacket. Perk 2 you could run maybe scavenger and quartermaster. Then perk 3 I would probably run like a ghost and ninja class maybe. So it's really cool to see all the, you know, crazy things that you can do, and I'm really excited to see all the, like, crazy gun builds that people can do, because you really do get a lot of options to put on your weapons. So I'm really excited to see all the fancy weapons, but besides that, I think that's really all I have. Like I said, the footsteps are really good. I've had a lot of fun so far. I'm not really a huge fan of the combined arms yet. It's going to take some persuading for me to actually get into it, maybe. But, you know, I'm really excited for this game still. Treyarch hasn't let us down in so long, so really hoping they continue and sort all their bugs out. Like I said, this is just an alpha, so gonna have to bear with them for now. Most of them should be fixed by the time the beta rolls around on October 8th or whenever that was. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will leave you guys to the rest of the gameplay and see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Artillery inbound. Enemy spy plane inbound. Taking Alpha. Securing Charlie. Securing Bravo. Taking D. Enemy spy plane inbound. Taking Echo. Charlie secure. D secure.
Spy plane standing by.
D locked down. Losing C. Enemy has C.
Spy plane established overhead.
Securing A. Securing C.
Spy plane mission timeline 50% extended.
Losing E. Enemy chopper gunner established above.
Priority tasking request received. Spy plane AO.
Losing D. Enemy took Delta. Securing Delta. Hostile spy plane established overhead. Losing E. D locked down. We lost Echo. Hostile artillery targeting active. Artillery inbound. Securing Echo. Artillery targeting detected. Securing Alpha. Net call, incoming artillery. Enemy spy plane inbound. Alpha lockdown. Multiple enemy spy plane contacts. Hostile artillery targeting active. Artillery inbound. They have B. We lost D. Bravo lockdown. Hostile attack helicopter inbound. Securing Charlie. Hostile spy plane established overhead. Multiple hostile spy planes detected. Losing Alpha. Charlie locked down. Losing C. Losing B. Enemy took C. spy plane inbound. Spetsnaz, you're better than this. Fight harder. Losing A. Losing B. Taking T. Taking Charlie. Enemy has Alpha. Artillery targeting detected. Net call, incoming artillery. We're being dominated. Take those positions. Seed locked down. Securing A. C-trap, napalm strike inbound. Taking Delta. All units, head to exfil. You're not to be taken alive.
What?